Hey, my name's Matt and I'm the minister for Barton Community Church, and this is a spoken word I wrote with the title, He Still Comes Here. I hope you enjoy it. They say nothing good comes from places like this, from tower blocks and corner shops, from streets where names get remembered by police before they're remembered by employers. They say dreams don't grow here, just weeds through cracked pavements, just boarded up windows, just generations learning how to survive instead of learning how to hope. And maybe that's what you've heard. Maybe somebody told you you'll never be enough, never smart enough, never good enough, never successful enough. Maybe life handed you cards you never asked for. A father who left, a mother who struggled, a home filled with shouting, a heart filled with questions, and somewhere, just somewhere along the way, you stopped expecting anything to ever change. You learned to keep your head down, to keep moving, keep surviving. But here's what nobody told you. God has a habit of showing up in forgotten places just like this. See, Bethlehem was forgotten. A manger was ordinary. A cross was shameful. And yet, God chose all of them because God specializes in places people often ignore. Which means He still comes here. He still walks these streets. He still knocks on these doors. He still meets people sitting alone at 2 a.m. wondering if anybody cares. He still meets the addict, the single parent, the teenager hiding behind a smile, the man pretending he's okay, the woman carrying pain she never talks about. He still comes here. Not because we've got it all together, because we don't. Not because we're strong, because we're not. Not because we're impressive, because we're ordinary. And ordinary people are exactly who Jesus loves. See, religion says, clean yourselves up and come. Jesus says, come as you are. Religion says, earn it. Jesus says, I've already paid for it. Religion points at your failures. Jesus points to his scars, and those scars tell a story. A story that says sin doesn't win. A story that says shame doesn't win. A story that says death doesn't win. A story that says your worst chapter doesn't get the final word. Because 3 days after darkness thought it had won, Jesus walked out of a grave. And if he can walk out of a grave, he can walk into your situation, into your addiction, into your anxiety, into your grief, into your fear, into your brokenness, into your estate, into your story. See, because hope isn't found in escaping where you came from. Hope is found when Jesus steps into where you are. And when he does, things change. Not always overnight, not always instantly, but genuinely, deeply, forever. So if you're listening and life feels heavy, if you've got more questions than answers, if you've got wounds nobody can see, hear this. The God who made the universe hasn't forgotten your postcode. The King of Heaven knows your name. And Jesus Christ is still changing lives, not just in cathedrals, not just in conferences, not just in churches, but on estates, on street corners, in living rooms, in prisons, in recovery groups, in broken homes, in ordinary lives, because that's where he always worked. And that's why I still believe. Not because life is easy, not because the struggle isn't real, but because I've seen Jesus take dead things and bring them back to life. I've seen him heal. I've seen him restore. I've seen him save. And if he can do it for others, he can do it for you. Because hope is a powerful word. And it still lives here. And his name is Jesus Christ.